Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do something just a little bit different than normal. Most of you follow my channel because you see me do journals, but I also like to color. I like to do illustrations. I love to read, but I have a lot of different hobbies. I had to kind of limit them because supplies cost so much. So basically, I draw or illustrate, I make journals, and I do some design work on my computer and stuff. So those are the three basic things. Well, anyways, the other day I got an email from Tisoso, and they're wanting to promote their markers, acrylic markers. The only acrylic markers that I have are Posca, and I only have white and black because I use them in mixed media, and excuse me, most of my illustration is done with alcohol markers. So that being said, I didn't want to commit to doing a promotion for something if it wasn't anything that I would use or that I would like. So when they asked me, basically they said that they came across my content, probably the same thing that they say to a lot of people, but they thought I would be a good fit. I'm hoping maybe that they saw some of my illustrations, and they asked me to collaborate with them. And my answer to them was that I appreciate their reaching out, but I would be interested in doing an honest review collaboration by featuring the markers in a project on a video. But I can't commit to a project promoting a product until I think I would use it for more than just the collab. If you're interested, let me know and we can move forward. And they reached back out and they said that would be great. So they asked for my name and address and they sent me some markers. So I was playing with them, and from what I did right here, I think I really like them. So anyways, I got this box today. They did ask that you do the video, within 7 days or something. And so I wanted to get right on it, check them out, try them out. I probably will have to swatch these. But anyways, let me show you. So the markers themselves come in this little carrying case. It's cute. I don't keep my markers in original packaging. Whoops. I don't keep my markers or anything in original packaging. I have a display in front of me with all my acrylics, my multi-liners, my Copics, whatever. And I even have Crayola markers. And these will go in those holders. But anyways, so it's a really nice little canvas bag, especially if you were going somewhere and you were going to take your coloring supplies with you. This would be a great little case to carry it in. So let me just show you real quick. I'm going to move these so you can see. So when you open the case, it opens like this, okay? And there's two holder, well, this is double-sided, this is connected to the bottom of the case. This is a layer, and then this is a double-sided layer, okay? And it's kind of cute. I thought at first when I looked at them, cute, the little hearts at the top. But that's how you tell the end of the marker that writes. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Anyways, if anybody has ever commented on my videos, you know that I always sign them with a flamingo and heart. So I was kind of taken by that. And I was taken with the colors, all the different colors that are in here. There's 48. And so they give you this little color chart, and I'm sure it's beautiful, and I'm sure you can use it, and it would be wonderful. But when I do a color chart for whatever my mode of coloring is, I do it on the paper that I'm going to use it on. For instance, this is the color chart I use for my Blick markers. Okay, I use it on the paper that I'm going to illustrate on. And in this case, I made holes so I could hold it up to other colors and see if they match. I will be doing the same thing with these markers. I'm going to color swatch them on this mixed media paper. This is what I use when I color, when I draw, whatever I do. So what I did with them first is I just took this strip of paper like this. I actually took a multi-liner and I drew lines, and then I filled it in with the black acrylic marker. I was extremely impressed when I started to color in. They are paint, so they painted over the black and covered it amazingly. I was surprised. Anyways, I thought I'd work on this and maybe do this, and I would fast forward through this. And then when I'm all done, I'll tell you how I felt when I was working with them, how they flowed, how they colored, and we'll go from there. So I did this with just these colors right here. Okay, so if we flip this down, I don't necessarily want to start with browns. But anyways, I thought I would do each one in a color and do an accent or something and see what I thought about that, okay? So, if I were to do this, like these three colors, and because they're acrylic, just like any other acrylic markers, you have to shake them. You got to mix them up. You can hear the ball in there. And these are numbered, like 529. This one is 528, 529, and 267. I'm not sure where that goes, but anyways. So I thought I would start with the darkest one, and because they're acrylic, one should lay right on top of the other. And they have like a brush nib on them, and you can make them thin or you can make them thick. So you can write thin or you can make it thick. So I'm going to color this box in. They're very juicy, which is really good. They lay down pretty solid. I don't have my head right over the top of it, so I can't really see how well I'm coloring here. Okay, so there's one, and I'm going to let that dry before I add the other colors. So then I thought, what if we use these three next? And I'm going to try to keep these in order because I want them to go back in there in order. And so the next one I would do here will be this one. And like I said, these just came, so I haven't shaken them or done anything. Oh, look at that color. That is really nice. And it goes right over the black, so It looks to me like it covers the black really well if that's what you needed to do. Okay. Let me see the purple. It looks like the purple's almost dry, so I'm going to and before it totally dries, we're going to oh, I want to do this one next. Nice. That's really nice. Those are really nice colors. And if you didn't like, these are going over that dark purple. But if you didn't go over the dark purple, if it was just, you know, you blended them one at a time, it'd be a whole different ball game. Let's see. If we did just purple here, see, totally different when you don't do it over the purple. Totally different color. Pretty nice though, huh? Okay, so that was the dark pink, right? Okay, this one looks to be a little bit more transparent. Again, I'm going over the pink, so let's do the dark pink here. I really like it. I like it if you don't go over the color, but it sure covers the color quite well. And then in the back there is a black. So wherever your lines were not straight, the black just covers that right up and straightens your lines right out. There you go. Okay, I'm just going to color some more, and I'm going to kind of fast forward it a little so you can kind of see some of the other colors for now. Okay, so I've got all of them colored in, and I have to say I absolutely loved using them. They're smooth, they dry fast, they're just gorgeous. Now what I thought I would do is, there is a white somewhere, I saw it. I don't know if that one is the white, if this is the white. It says W01. I was thinking I'd like to maybe doodle in here and see how the white covers. Because I do use a white acrylic pen, and I'd like to see how this compares. And I love to doodle. So let's pick a color that we could doodle in and see. Oh, it covers really well. Oh yes, it covers really well. Okay, so this is how I feel about them. They are great for coloring. They are not meant, I don't believe they're meant to be any kind of a fine liner or fine tip pen. But for all intents and purposes, if I were coloring in a coloring book, coloring a mandala, whatever, these would be really, really fun. Really fun. I enjoyed them, and I will definitely use them in the future. The colors are very bright, very vivid. The one thing, the only thing that's even a little bit not quite real positive is that the black in particular flows very heavy. I don't know if it's this marker or like when I shook it to shake it up, if it didn't get totally shook up, I'm not sure. But if you notice, I could get a pretty thin line with the white, but the blacks was very difficult to get a thinner line. But other than that, I love it. And I'm not even sure how much they cost, because I got these from Tisoso to do a quick review. So maybe I will go out and check the cost and see what we think. Oh my goodness. Well worth the price. Well worth the price. I just looked on Amazon, and they are On Amazon right now, they're $23.45 for the 48 colors, and it is well worth that for sure. So that's my review. I played with them. I really, really do like them, and I certainly think that they're worth the price. So thank you to Tisoso for gifting me these markers and asking me to try them out because I really enjoyed it. Anyways, to my subscribers, thank you so much for, if you've gotten through this, to my subscribers past, present, and future, and anybody new watching, thank you so much. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.